name is Khalid Jafar. I'm the co-founder of DRAK, and I host the whole initiative in my space here in Casa. What is DRAK? DRAK is a collective design initiative that I established with three good friends and creative UAE-based designers. And this year our theme is the Dubai, or the Ras Al Khor Wildlife Sanctuary. We are covering 5 design fields, including product design myself, fashion design Khulud Thani, jewelry design Nadine Kanzo, and architecture Tariq Al Zahana, and finally food design, which is David O'Brien again. The name DRAK came from their full name, which is Design Ras Al Khor, and in particular we were highlighting Ras Al Khor because it's the whole objective behind the initiative. We wanted to draw attention to Ras Al Khor as a potential industrial area to become a creative district. That's why we came all together as one hand and we presented this collective design initiative. We are all different but united under one design topic. Tariq, for his installation, which is called the ataraxia. So what he has within his installation is, first of all, it's a full structure that you are kind of, as a visitor, forced to move in a particular pathway. With any breeze or wind going around, you see all these kind of fabrics with green shades moving as well. And that's, for him, is mainly representing like the vegetation, the movement with the wind, and all these plants that's moving around. Then you see some reflective panels on the ceiling or on the roof of the installation, and when you look at it, it just reflects in a way that's similar to the water reflection, and that's for him as well another element of the wildlife sanctuary. For Nadine Kanso, being a jewelry designer, and on this field, she presented her piece, which she called The City and the Birds. And Nadine took the whole view of the sanctuary in terms of the contrast that she can see from this environmental piece. So for her, it's mainly the contrast that some people look at, not this particular, but any contrast in life, look at it in a negative way. Nadine have looked at the contrast from a positive point of view, where she combined this contrast in her piece, which is a cuff made of rose gold, and she used some sapphire and rubies with it. The cuff is actually presenting the combination of both. So in half of it you see the flamingo birds, and on the other half you see Dubai skyline, starting from the Burj Khalifa. From wildlife or a protected land like this, located in an industrial area, from skyline to water and vegetation, from beauty to maybe some rigidness and roughness of the buildings. So for her, all of this is combined in an artistic jewelry piece that she represented under the name City and the Birds. Khulud, on the other side, she looked at the flamingo bird. However, she focused on the coloration of the bird. Why some of these birds are dark pink, why some of these are pale pink, why some are almost white, and what makes this differences of color. She went on the research to find out that whatever these birds consume as food, it's actually reflect on their outer skin, and that's what create the colors for them. One of the most important ingredients that really affect the colors or the density of the color is one kind of shrimp which is called the brain shrimps. This is what they have, and that's what reflect on the colors. So she has an inner light and she has an outer light, and for her, inner light is mainly what they consume, and then the outer light is what that consumption is reflected on the outside itself. There is lots of details in Khulud's piece. You can see on for example, the hoodies, which reflect the head of the flamingo itself. Lots of embroideries, lots of details been made by artisan that she focused on and she enriched to highlight her practice as a fashion designer, to highlight the details and the beauty of the flamingo in a way, and then to kind of elevate this kind of costume or this kind of theatrical costume to the level that match or kind of balance the grandness of the flamingo itself, especially like the greater flamingo, which is the biggest among the species. Here we do have like 2 installations and 2 products, in fact. So if I start with the Flame Ingo, Flamingo is a product, but it's at the same time it's an installation. Through DRAK disciplines that we want to encourage, Flamingo is actually highlighting material exploration, because as you can see, it's all about the interlock, which we use for pavement, roads, and courtyards. The idea here was mainly to explore the relationship between such an industrial mass-produced materials and how I can elevate this material to a design object. We here have like around 40 candle holders grouped together, showing something that we call the flamingo dance. But it is actually a process of their life cycle, which is the mating. After this, the flamingos becomes pairs, and that will lead me to the next installation I'm presenting here, which is Mr. and Mrs. Fantir, because this is the couple that came out of the mating, for example. According to the research as well, we found that Fantir is mainly the local name in the UAE here for flamingo. For me, these Mr. and Mrs. is not just a caricature of the flamingo or just a playful object. They are functional pieces. They are hybrid between side table and table with drawers. So each object has a hidden drawer in the back. The eyes is a hand painted by an artist, but it's the playful part. So the minute you open the drawer, you lose the eye, and then the minute you close it, you just see the eye from the back side. The setting here in this installation wasn't just to present or to launch this product. It's mainly to send a very serious message about the flamingo and the wildlife sanctuary that we have here. It's about breeding. So the message here is that Mr. and Mrs. Fantir, they are keen to have eggs and to have babies, but unfortunately it's not happening here in the sanctuary in Dubai. Because of different reasons, like it could happen because of the increasing noise from air traffic, car traffic, and even the construction around. Even this food or even this menu that David is catering for our visitors, it's been created in harmonious with the theme or the design topic that we have for DRAK 15. For David, it was how he imagined himself picking things from the sanctuary and use these things in his ingredients or in his signature dishes for the wildlife menu. Definitely integrating spices of Arabia as he described it, so people and visitors of DRAK 15 can enjoy it.